Hi everyone, welcome to the academic video for the Tower Project. Everything we're going to be talking about in this video relates back to the #1 priority for engineers and architects and contractors when they're building these towers, which is safety. The following are just a few topics that can help ensure safety, and the first we're going to talk about is materials. So with materials, and specifically metals, which buildings are made out of, there are all different kinds of shapes, sizes, and strengths. And did you know that engineers can almost customize the chemical makeup of these metals and achieve certain properties that can help them out best in that particular use? There are all kinds of what they call properties of metals. And when we say properties, we mean characteristics like strength, which deals with how strong a metal is, rigidity, which deals with how much a metal bends, and ductility, which talks about how much it can bend before it won't go back to normal, and there are tons more. And once the materials are all dialed in, there's a lot of neat things that go on in the structure of the building. Take a look at a few of these shells of some high-rises so you can see a little bit of what goes on behind the scenes. If you've done the bridge project with us before, then you should remember that the triangle is the strongest shape in the world, so definitely incorporate those as you build your tower upwards. And have you ever heard of the slenderness ratio before? I know the company bought a certain size piece of land, but you don't have to use all of it, and in fact, the less of that land you use, the more impressive your tower becomes. We ideally want the highest slenderness ratio as possible, and its definition is the ratio of a building's height versus its width. For example, if a building is 100 feet tall and is only 10 feet wide, its slenderness ratio would be 10. If that same building is 100 feet tall but 50 feet wide, its ratio would be 2. Essentially, the taller and skinnier the building is, the higher the ratio, and the more impressive that tower becomes. Architects technically consider a building a skyscraper if its slenderness ratio is greater than or equal to 10:1. But what's crazy is some of these buildings in New York are becoming 24 times as tall as they are wide. Next up is a crucial part of the building called the foundation, because most of the time, if you want to build upward, you also have to build downward. Unfortunately, your tower won't have too much hope if it doesn't have some support around its base. Take a look at a few of these examples and illustrations of foundation so you start to see what we mean. The purpose of foundations and how they work is they help distribute the weight of the buildings, which can be pretty heavy, into the ground evenly, and they also serve as an anchor so the building stays nice and stable. So after checking out some quick vocabulary words relating to the Tower Project, we will see you in the next video, where we're going to share with you some of our favorite techniques to use your materials to build foundations and build a tower that you'll be really proud of.